So, after 6 years, Beyonce is releasing a new debut album, and she has just dropped her new single, which is the lead single from the album, Renaissance. And the song is called Break My Soul, and I've listened to it not once but twice, and here's my review. Let's get into it, shall we? Good morning to every one of you out there. I hope your weekend was very beautiful. I hope your 3-day weekend was lovely. And if you celebrated Juneteenth, I hope it was a positive experience for you. And I hope that it was safe as well. And that's what I have to say about Juneteenth. But we got to get into the queen of, I would say, this era of Black music. I know it's what the people have propelled her to be. Beyonce has finally not just released the lead single from an upcoming album. This is the first time she's been doing that in 11 years. The last time she did that was for the album. After that, she would just drop the visual albums with surprises without letting people know. And so I feel that this is a smart move for her to make. But first, I'm going to talk about the song Break My Soul. I listened to it because first I'm like, is this going to be a mid-tempo song? Is this going to be sort of like a slow song, so to speak? But then something said this is going to be up-tempo. Whoa. This was a combination of dance music, I would say on the line of house music, and New Orleans bounce. Okay? And I really was and am still here for it. I think that Beyonce is back on her square. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. With the exception of the Beyonce album and when she released Drunk in Love, Beyonce really didn't have strong singles that could give her a lot of Billboard number ones the past decade. It wasn't like the 2000s for her where she would release a song and you would know, oh, this is going to go number one R&B, or this is going to go number one on the Billboard Hot 100. It wasn't like that for her. And that was because she changed her sound to really complement what I call the woke era. And I feel as though this is just me. And a lot of us who are from the original Beehive, meaning we were there from 98. Some of us was there from 97 to 2011, 2012. We're from that original group before Lemonade. A lot of these Lemonadians, I call them that, they were not her fans. They actually loathed her before Lemonade came out. A lot of these Wokians did not like her. Okay? So I heard Break My Soul, and this is to me the comeback sound. This sounds like Beyonce. This is a Beyonce song, okay? Because Beyonce's music was apolitical, okay? She was always neutral up until around about 2013. Around the time of the Trayvon Martin trial and sentencing and the rise of Black Lives Matter. She was one of the first celebrities, if not the first, her and Jay-Z, to endorse Black Lives Matter back in July 2013. Once that happened, it was like a shift, and we knew where her politics were. And many of the old fans did not like it. They despised it. And it did affect her album sales. This song is really inclusive because it basically concerns everyone. It's like Break My Soul. It's like, you won't break my soul. You know, this job, I had to quit it because I can't take it. And a lot of people particularly in the past couple of years, have felt the same way about that. It's a song that speaks about the everyday struggle, human struggle of existing and surviving in the system. But regardless, we're not going to be breakable. You understand? That's the kind of music that Beyonce used to make, going back to the Destiny's Child era and the first 2-3 solo albums. I feel as though after 4, given that 4, it did go platinum, but it didn't have any top 10 songs in the Billboard Hot 100. It really made her really have to challenge herself as she started exploring new sounds, which I get, but it wasn't her. You know, she hasn't really made like a top 10 ballad, and we're not going to count Ed Sheeran's song, that duet. No, because that's really Ed Sheeran's song. We're going to count her music solo. Beyonce should be making music that's timeless, like Whitney, like Celine Dion, even Mariah in the 90s and 2000s. Who else? Aretha Franklin. I would say there's one more person, but I can't think of their name right now. But she should start making more torch songs because she has the voice for it. My only criticism of Break My Soul is that she's singing in a low, deep register. And she's a mezzo soprano. She's like a second soprano. And she's not an alto. She's good at it, but it's not her. But I will say the lyrics to Break My Soul were really good. And even her rapping was pretty good. Also, shout out to Big Frida, because not only is his song sampled into it, into Pole, but he's also, got, some features on it as well, where you can hear him, rap. And he says, release yourself, release yourself, release yourself. So this is my assessment of the song. It's going to go number 1. It's going to be this hit of the summer. I think this is going to be her first solo Billboard Hot 100 single in a long time. And since 2010, I believe. 2010. Because Drunken Love, which I think was a masterpiece, almost went number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. But my only thing too, I'm going to say, I know that Mr. Carter is her husband, but I think Mr. Carter has done more harm to her solo career than he's helped. And like I said, if you were there in the beginning, if you was there in 2003, if you was there in 2006, if you was there in 2007, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Beyonce should have a diamond album now. She doesn't have that. Hopefully with Renaissance, she gets that diamond plaque for her album. Another thing too that I do want to say is that I hope that this sound is very mature, because Beyonce this summer will be 41. Just think, when Beyonce made her official debut, she was 16 years old. She was 16 years old. That's 25 years ago. Just about. Time has really gone by pretty fast. 1641. That's basically, if you really want to say, kind of like approaching, where you could be a grandmother. But Beyonce is not going to be a grandmother no time soon. But I am looking forward to the Renaissance album. I'm looking forward to this sound. And I'm really optimistic about it. And as being part of the original Beehive, I'm happy about this. So the Renaissance is a rebirth. And this is a rebirth movement for her. And let's get into it. Looking forward to it. And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Ann Little. I'm signing off. Thank you for listening to this commentary. And have yourself a great day.